It's ready. Oh, and that was. Oh, that's the thing that I didn't want to do actually. Hang on. I'm gonna steal the power cord from this and plug it into this. Wonder why it's not working. Interesting. I was working on this. Whoops. Talk about doing it live. I guess maybe I should have tested this before I fucking went live. I don't know. Okay, it's working. Very odd. Oh, there we go. Now it's working. Okay, cool. I like that out of the gate things are fucking going wrong here. Welcome to another edition of the show where I forgot to turn the other fans on. It's one of the things that took me so long to get back on here. I got a fan that needs to be replaced. Luckily, I did get the replacement. And I got lucky, actually. Now that I think about it. For whatever reason, these fans here, and this is the last time I'm going to buy one of these. Because maybe it's just... Maybe it's an inherent thing. I don't know. I haven't had an issue with the other fans for buying there. Just these. Have the fucking motors, they start going out, start spinning extra slow and all that shit. Or just go out completely. And so this is like, I think the fourth one that I've bought from them, because it is a good model for its performance, but longevity, reliability, a whole different issue entirely. So I got this. I can cannibalize the remaining two motors out of there. If any of the other ones start failing, then I can replace those two, and then beyond that, I'll have to look for other options. This is a Saturday night special. Yeah, but I'm gonna leave that in there. I don't care. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm doing an experiment here to see if I end up getting blocked like Kevin Essells did when he was trying to do his music thing. Now, I don't play specific music. I play stuff that is a lot more generic. So that's one experiment we're doing here. We're going to see if we get flagged. These days, pretty much everything gets flagged. So who knows? But hey, you never know. Tonight's cigar, it's an Oliva. I picked up several of them just to make sure I'm stocked up. This is an Oliva, a brand that Rob at robsays.net had turned me onto him, or I ended up picking one, I think, and he was on a live stream and he knew about the brand. Seri V, fairly thin, but just under my own manhood lift at 7 inches by 38, whatever the hell I get. I'm gonna guess that's milliliters or something. or millimeters rather. I'm going to use my everyday carry lighter, the cigar lighter, which it has a cigar punch in it, which is pretty fucking nice. And it works fairly well. Mantello, with 2 L's, by the way. But I like the lighter. I had to use it earlier today, and well, let's just say it gets the fucking job done. Cigars being provided by Fremont Cigar and Vape, by the way. At least this one tonight. That wine is doing pretty well for what it is. More on that later. Fremont Cigar and Vape. Now, every store I walk into, every vendor I walk into, any business I walk into, I have my full get up. That includes the respirator, which substitutes for having a mask. And I do that just so I can say, hey, in order to enter, you have to have a mask on, and that's what every business in other buildings here that aren't my building here in Fort Sky Dungeon, they have to have that up there. I understand. And truthfully, I don't want to get anybody else in trouble, you know, for my own convictions. So I do that. But this place, not only is the guy knowledgeable about different cigars, maybe not pipes all that much, or pipe smoke. Although he did turn me on to a decent pipe smoke, he gave me a good one, and I did enjoy it. I tried it out on the live Rock Revival review. Worth checking out. I think I lit the whole thing, actually. Nice having a triple lighter. I had to use it earlier. There's a reason I'm using it now, is because I want to remind myself to refill it. It's fine to fill a lighter, so you don't know how long you're going to be in the fill. Things happen. Maybe extended times. Who knows? I'll do one more blast on this. Nice. But like a lot of the people in my old town, like, he's not playing the bullshit. Like, he might wear his mask, but he's not gonna shame you for not doing it. And he's kind of a small shop, anyways. Again, Fremont Cigar and Vape. It's in the Fremont area of Seattle, north of the water. I've not been flagged yet, so I'm gonna guess. Here's where I thought I would get flagged. I'm broadcasting. Well, I'm broadcasting on StreamYard, which is going through a browser. It's not going through the YouTube app or whatever. But I'm using the YouTube app, which is the same channel. to play the music. So I figure that might be an issue. Henceforth, that's why I call it an experiment. Well, I don't know. We'll see in the next, it's been 10 minutes now. I've been playing this. We'll see if it gets picked up. We'll see if we end up getting banned here again. Not the most flavorful of cigars, but still pretty decent. It's long and thin. Let's just put it that way. All right, on to the topics. Well, actually, one more thing. Drink of the night. I picked up a box of a wine. That's what I've been experimenting with for the last several weeks now. It's been pretty much just Franzia, which is, I don't know if you want to call this the gold standard for box wines. I had their Merlot, and it was a little bit sweeter than I thought it would be. Most Merlots are not sweet, but this one was. Same with their Chianti. Chianti not supposed to be sweet at all. That's supposed to be a dry grape. That's a dry wine. But I picked them up with Merlot, and I saw a lower price tag for the same amount. And then I realized, I got it, and I was thinking that kind of like a hedge. Let's mention Morgan here, roguepreparedness.com. She's always talking about being prepared and stocking up and all that stuff. If you want bang for your buck, box wine is your friend, if you like wine. Now, it ain't the greatest shit. It ain't Screaming Eagle. It ain't Stag's Leap. It ain't Justin's. But again, for bang for your buck, that's about as good as it gets. And I have not had a bad experience. The worst I've had, I think, was the Chillivo red wine from Franzia. And you can tell it's kind of targeted towards maybe younger people who maybe have a sweet tooth or something. Definitely on the sweeter side of things. Let's just put it that way. But I saw this and it was cheaper, and I was like, all right. I thought it was the Franzia thing, and I went ahead and grabbed it anyways. Turns out, no, it's not that. It's from Peter Vella Vineyards. Same size, but $1 or $2 cheaper. And so I waited till today. I got this on Tuesday. I waited till today, tonight, whatever you want to call it, to actually try this out. And it's not the greatest, but you know what? If you just want a glass of wine, this will do it. A little more complex than I thought it would be, actually. Let's got other notes going on here. Grab another glass. Thing I'll note from this, as opposed to Francie, is the turn. How you get it out of the bag that's in the box. It's a turn knob. This one's a push button. I think that's actually kind of cool. Works for me. Either one works for me. I actually kind of like the push one a little bit better. All right, so a couple of subjects tonight. All 6 fans are working now. That's good. And the intake is working as well. Good. Fine. Nice to have things actually work. Let me take a look at it. Nice ruby red color too. Hey, you know, bang for your buck. I drink this. I believe this is 12%, which is standard for wines. Tastes fairly good. Cigar is okay. I definitely get, well, it's tobacco, so you're going to get the tobacco taste, but seems like it's mostly tobacco. Not too much else going on. Like the acids that I had last couple shows. I make fun of people who have a sweet tooth or whatever. Mainly because, you know, if you're ingesting that shit that'll kill you, but you know, I'm smoking this and I'm not inhaling it. I'm not ingesting it. I happen to like the stuff that's a little bit heavier and that's sweeter. By the way, the chicks like that as well. Ask me how I know. This is all right. We'll see how this goes. We've got plenty of cigar to go through. Making it on to the main topic. Look at the thumbnail. I picked 3 chicks there, and hopefully you understand the title I picked. And the title I picked, I'll have to give some explanation to that. Born with, the fuck was the other one? Born with, built, or bought. And I'll give you the spoiler alert right now. Bought. Not bought. Sorry. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I am tired. Christ. Built. There's a reason for that. But let's tackle born with first. Now, the chick to the left, that's Bianca. She's some German chick. Charles, I picked these women in this thumbnail for a reason. Now, all three of these chicks look very good. I'm pretty sure if they showed up, I don't know, soaking wet and willing to take their clothes off and crawl into bed with you at your place, even if you didn't know them, you're probably not turning them down. Myself included. But this particular question was, which one, I guess, is the best? Now, if you look at Bianca, I have a, which I should have probably put in the description, how to judge women you date. And there's one section in there that pretty much goes over the looks part. And it's, I don't want to say scientific, but pretty realistic, basically. It works with what, as best it can, what you're born with and what you can control. And that's the reason I wanted to do this one. That's the reason I had these categories. Bianca is the person I would say that she's one to the left. Kind of skinny chick, pretty nice tits, pretty, I would say, you know, just for her, I guess, body type, whatever. Perfect tits, perfect ass. Maybe she works that out too, who knows. I don't know what German chicks' asses normally look like, so. Consult an expert on German asses about that. But as somebody who can tell, who works out, who has seen chicks who work out and all that stuff, she clearly does not lift. She clearly does not work with heavy weights. She doesn't, I don't even think she runs. I don't think she does most exercises, if any. This is not to demean her beauty or anything. Pretty face, she has her long hair. She has a combination that I actually happen to like, which is brunette hair on a white chick, by the way, and blue eyes. That's just something I happen to like. Your mileage may vary. Yeah, she's got the hips. She has pretty much most of the body shape of somebody I like, but you can tell by her limbs. She's skinny. She don't lift for shit. Skinny arms, skinny legs. Now, Bull Rush may disagree because he loves them slender chicks. You know, good for him. If he can get that, go ahead. Go right the fuck ahead. Mate, that's, I'm not gonna say it's a turnoff, but it's a detriment to me, really. Just thinking offhand, if I had to rate her, just going off of my guide offhand. Pretty face, long hair, I guess 3 points. Almost perfect tits for her body. That's 2 points. Perfect ass for her body. That's another 2 points. That's 7. She her body style composition is not bad. It's skinny, but it's not bad. I'm gonna say she gets maybe 1.5 or something. 8.5. I'll give her that. Actually, you know what? No, I'll give her 9 because she actually has kind of the Coke bottle shape too. No, she actually gets a 9. That's the objective guide. Now, other people have reasons that they have methods of, judging a woman's looks, and that's fine. Everyone has a right to be wrong. I actually found a way to do it pretty objectively. But she's clearly working with what she was born with, and she's not expanding on that at all. I guess one would have to wonder, if she lifted, she did squats and push-ups or lifted weights and all this stuff, she might lose some of her tits, maybe, sure, but I think she will look even better. That's just me. That's just talking about my purposes, and who the fuck am I? Really? Now we have the second model, she's an actual runway model, and she does a whole lot of other things too. She has a YouTube channel where she puts out content. I'm sure she has an OnlyFans, which I haven't thought to look up yet. That's not me taking a piss, that's me getting more wine. That's Dare Taylor official. Find her on Instagram. Me and her go not way back, but quite a bit back. We usually interact with each other every once in a while. And honestly, and this is going to go to Alyssa, I actually do kind of like her personality and all this stuff, based on what me and her talked about. Now, like Bianca, she also was pretty blessed with what she was born with. Trust me, I've seen it all. Nice tits. Fairly nice ass. And by the way, some of the pictures that she takes, it doesn't look like she really has a nice one. Trust me, she does. But one thing I noticed about her is that you can tell she actually does actually not much. I think she's more of a cardio bunny than anything. So she meets the bare minimum of actually putting the work in, but she does put the work in. And then keep in mind, she's a runway model, so they don't want the female version of Arnold Schwarzenegger walking down the fucking line or anything. which suits her body type pretty well, actually. Most are alike, and I think, who would I describe her as? Oh, the chick who was like a week away from turning 22 years old, and that was the one that took me along with her friend back to her place. I pretty much had damn near her body double. Us going back and, you know, we were on their carpet floor because the only piece of furniture they had was the bed, and her friend passed out on it. So we had to do things on, like, it was the bar stool and then it was the floor. Yeah, pretty fucking close. Even to help her out a little bit more. They're talking about Derek Taylor, not the chick that I was banging. She also kind of has unique facial features, which I think works in her favor. Kevin Nacelles disagrees, but he's been hurt a lot, so take that with a grain of salt. So yeah, she looks kind of, you know, like seeing herself, but she has definition that you can see. What I'm saying, she doesn't just rely on what she was born with. She actually works on things. Maybe it's all just running, I don't know. She also definitely doesn't lift. You can tell. But that's okay. As long as you have something that shows that, you know, you care about your health, you care about how you can move and all that stuff. That's something that I care about. And we're just talking about me personally. Now, the third one, and this is someone who I've championed for quite a while and defended quite a few times. And again, of all people, which I guess shouldn't be a surprise, the liberal alpaca wrangler. I showed her pictures, and I can't remember what the exact context was. I think I was showing people who exercise and, you know, who went like, oh, I remember what it was. I was showing the example of, you know, if a guy exercises and does a lot of bodybuilding shit, he'll look like Arnold Schwarzenegger. He'll look like Ronnie Coleman. And that's the extremes there. Jay Cutler, I think, being another one. Women don't have the same level of testosterone, so you're not going to build that volume of muscle. So I was using Pina Physique, PinaPhysique.com, by the way. I do approve of her workouts. And she actually confirmed something for me today. How do you work out your hamstrings? Deadlifts. It's indirect, but you know what? Hamstrings are indirect muscle anyway, so who cares? No, as far as fitness goes and all that, you know, and physique goes, Peanut definitely high in my book. And then what she was saying is, oh, we're looking at, I think, a picture I had of her. She was saying maybe she had butt implants or something. Because that's something that Liberal Pack Wrangler always fucking does. It's like, well, it could be this, it could be that, it could be something else other than what the fuck I'm saying. It couldn't be that Peanut actually put in the work to do it. By the way, I've seen pictures of her, like when She didn't have the legs. She didn't have the bottom end that she had. So I know. She's just being a contrarian. I understand that. That's just, she can't help it. But when we're talking about Bill did something. That's something you have worked on. You've actually put in the work to actually get this. And when I talk about Peanut, she has put in the work to get to the physique that she has. Let us not get that wrong at all. And trust me, nobody appreciates it more than I do. Maybe her long-term, her LTR, maybe. Well, I would hope so. She's going to be moving down there to go live with him. And good for her. She wants to be a wife and mom and all that stuff. And I would hate for her to, I end up meeting her and then basically ruin her ability to do either of those. I've already done it to a few other women. I didn't want to do it to someone like her. I think she's, let's just not do that. She shows up and she knows what she signed up for. That's a different story, but I ain't pursuing that. But she lends herself to two of my examples. One, Bill. Now, Dara Taylor, she was born with natural beauty, but she still maintains it and she still works on it. Maybe the only thing she does is run. But that's enough to give her some definition, and we'll talk about that later. Peanut, she's made a whole career, not just on being a nurse, but on her website, peanutphysique.com, by the way. I think passionphysique.com is her new one. I might have to switch those up on the site. I think she's doing a little bit more professional stuff on there. Still have not been flagged by YouTube, by the way, which I'm surprised by. But it's clear when you look at her, like, she has put in the work. She has the bottom end, like the glutes, the vastus lateralis, her legs, her arms, everything. She has definitely worked for what she got. She's definitely built. But, and this is the problem, that well, it's one of the reasons that I decided to do this show on this very topic. And that's why I picked the picture that I did. She's starting to cross into the uncanny valley. Now, here's the things that she's been doing. And here comes the built part. Or not the built part, but actually, yeah. Paid for, basically. Get this out of the way. She got bigger tits. Obviously, you have to pay for those. Now, she really didn't have those for 3 or 4 years that I've known her. And being completely honest with you, and her, if she's listening, I was fine with that. And hopefully your LTR was okay with it as well. Hell, you're pretty much the body double of Bola Chaos. Both of you kind of share the same fucking body, at least as far as composition goes. Well, the same legs, the same ass, and all that stuff, the same walk, and all that. Only the face, and the face is different, and that's going to be expected because nobody's going to share the same facial features unless you're twins. But that's one thing. And then I noticed a few other things. One, look at the thumbnail of Peanut. She's the one that's on the right of the thumbnail. Now, she does it strategically, but that doesn't make it any more excusable. She got tattoos. One that I noticed is on her foot. Now, she has several more. There's one that's on her, I think, is her right hip. There's one that goes along her back, and there's maybe 3 or 4 other ones. She at least goes through the effort of making it kind of, I guess, artful, I guess is the way to put it, or at least not that out in the open. It wasn't like Olive Ashley where there's like a fucking dragon crossing her entire fucking pelvis. Look, a tattoo is a tattoo. Ask any guy. They're not going to like it. They may say, like Rob says would say, red flag is green light, but it's not going to make someone like me be very excited. At the best, it can be excused. That's the best you can hope for. You have a good reason for it, and I'll just overlook it. It's not an asset. But then there's other things about her. By the way, I still like her. I like her personality. I like her how she does things. But just going off looks alone. Now again, she's somebody she's literally like built herself into the person she is. My God, if she had left it like that, holy shit. I'd be stealing her from her boyfriend right now. Let's just put it that way. I may or may not have experience with doing that. Ask me how I know. But there's a reason I picked that picture specifically. Cherry top of the cake, the boob job. I knew an interactor with her before she ever had that, and even I noticed I was like, I'm looking at some of her newer pictures, like her tits look bigger than they normally are. She has enough where you know she has tits, but this is different. And then she came clean with it, and and I'll give her credit for that. She's pretty honest with what she does. She had a whole, what was it, like breast augmentation story or something. There's that. There's the fact that she goes and get tan. She gets tanned just like what's her name from Jersey Shore. I can't remember her name. But she gets tanned, and she'll not only get tanned, and so the only skin color you ever see from her is when she's tanned. But after she gets tanned, she'll show like a bikini line or something, and she's like lily white underneath. And so that alone raised some fun questions. Like I'm going out, and I like the beach girl look, where they have the bikini lines and all that stuff, but that's something else entirely. That's like 100 shades different. And then add to that the added tits. Look, Peanut, I'm not saying you're bad looking. I'm not saying I'd pass you up. Far from it. But when you start doing all that shit, you start doing all these paid for modifications and stuff. Now, you are actually starting to head into the uncanny valley. Which is bad enough if you're a made-up character, but if you're a real person, which I know you are, now that's getting a little bit uncomfortable. And so I look at some of the pictures that you have up there, like, okay, do I want to screenshot this? Do I want to save it? Do I want to put it out to my group or whatever? Do I even want to look at this later in life? One of the reasons that I save the pictures that I do. Beauty's finite. So I say the snapshots, they live forever. The beauty does not. But I'm looking at this as like, really? I don't know if I want to look at this later. So if I had to pick between the three, born with, that'd be Bianca. I like her, but if she just goes with what she was born with, as I've said, I would prefer her. I would prefer Pina Physique to Bianca because that's the indicator of other things. If a chick only works with what she was born with, that's a sign of laziness. Chick has nice tits, nice ass. She has nice hips, whatever, but she's skinny otherwise. That's gonna show over other aspects of that relationship should you end up with her. She's not gonna put in the extra effort. Ask me how I know. On the other side, she's built, but she's buying a lot of shit for her body. Well, first of all, that means she's not secure with what she was born with. And good for her if she's buying it herself. She's doing things to make her. That's a little bit better. But as far as Peanut goes, and quite a lot of other people, take it a little bit too far. You're tanning yourself to make yourself more attractive. You're getting bigger tits to make yourself more attractive. This is one thing I had to find out. You look at other pictures of her, and you can probably tell this, and I kind of got the hint of it. She got lip injections to make herself more attractive. Now you're doing all these mods, which what tells me you weren't satisfied with what you were born with and what you could actually work with just on yourself. But all that, the skin color and everything else, you start crossing into the uncanny valley when you start doing all of that. And it's not even that much, to be honest with you. You're really riding the line, but that's the point. You're riding the line. And it's making me look like, okay. If I wanted to settle down with somebody, I don't want somebody who's paying to do all this shit to make themselves attractive. So if I had to pick one out of the three, I would pick Dare Taylor. Hands down now. It used to be the other way around. It used to be Peanut Physique, because I love that kind of work. I love that just stacked bottom end, just that muscular bottom end. And I'll give Bull Rush a pass here, a point here. Lazarus Razors, by the way. He made the point that to keep that kind of physique, you have to put in a lot of work, and it doesn't go away that quickly. Well, that's not a problem for me, but the problem is you have to put a lot of work in there to do that. Now, if I'm with the chick, I want to actually spend time with her. If she's just always in the gym or always working or always doing other things, that's less time we have to spend together. So someone maintaining that kind of mass outside of Drew Bay's programs, Baye.com, BAYE.com, by the way. Which I don't think she's doing. So she's in the gym like 3, 4, 5 days a week. And then she's also in her hospital 6 days a week. When we ever have time to actually have time together? Something I will look for. Something I will look at. But no, she started to look kind of cartoonish. Doesn't mean she's not hot. But it's starting to look a little bit unreal. And for me, at least, I just like women to look real. And so if I had to pick between those three, Dershell would be the one. She has her thing going. She knows she lives off of her looks. And she capitalizes off of it. But she at least has an open schedule. And she's not in the gym 100 hours a fucking week. And the reason I picked her, she's no power lifter, she's no bodybuilder or anything, but you can tell she definitely puts in the work. She at least, like runs or maybe does other things. She has okay legs. And that's, I guess that would be the bare minimum that I would work with. That's fine. And again, I have more time to spend with her than I would with Peanut there. Now, the other subject that I wanted to tackle here, Alpha Rivelino, what the hell is it called? Can't remember who it is. He put out a list that the ideal woman would, I guess, they would have these traits. And I only disagree with one of them. Going back to the Bianca chick, the first one he had was be skinny. And I took the route that AJ Cortez took. You don't want to be skinny, you want to be fit. That was what he had in his list that he would have corrected. Rajon says, fat chicks need love too. Well, that's your job, Rajon. You go ahead and have fun with that. But I put that out there and he said, create your own list. And I did, actually. So the 9 traits of the ideal girl. I wrote down 8 of them, and I'll pick one of the ones that I think he had in his stream or somebody else or the poll that he had up, whatever. She has to be fit / in shape / tone. Now, go back to Dare Taylor. All three of them actually. They're in shape. The worst one being Bianca, because she clearly doesn't lift. She doesn't do anything else. She's pretty fucking skinny. She relies on the ability that she's born with. That leaves Darren Peanut, and Peanut definitely lifts way more than Dare does. But they're both pretty. You can tell they both they put in the physical part of that to make sure their looks are fairly okay. 2, long hair. That's all 3 of them. And I wish I could say I'm sorry that I offended anyone who has short hair that thinks my requirement of having longer hair is a bad thing. Well, too fucking bad. Dare doesn't have the longest hair. I don't think Bianca does either. I think Peanut has the longest hair of all of them. Real legit hair, by the way, from what I can tell. But let's put it this way. Longer hair, and I think that's actually good for guys too. I have long hair. And kind of my rule stick is, if my hair is longer than yours, then we might have problems. I think my hair is actually longer than Dare's, possibly Bianca's too. Dina has real fucking long hair. She is not cut it at all. And that's one thing I'll put in her corner. She keeps that. One of the things I want. Longer hair. 3, no body modifications. That includes tattoos. Now, if you look at the thumbnail, look at Peanut, and then look at the other 2. Bianca does not have tattoos. Dare does not have tattoos. Peanut does. They're sort of strategic in the way that she does them. Keep in mind, she's 24. The reason that's how you know AJ Cortez. Ask Aaron Clary how he knows. That's how I know. But she has them. They all have meetings and stuff. And to be honest, I don't care. They're still marring your body. So there's that. There's a tattoo. That's probably the biggest thing. Maybe shaving the side of your head. That's probably another thing that I could put up there. Going with the hair. Don't fuck that up. Don't get a ton of piercings. That also will fuck you up. And truthfully, you know this. And that's why you come up with justifications to actually do them. Oh, my dad, you know, he died or something. He liked this image, so I got this carved on my body. That's nice. I'm going to pick someone else who doesn't have that if all things are equal. Number 4, feminine. You all know what this means. You're going to do things that make yourself look nicer. You're going to be... I would appreciate it if you have an actual objection to something I'm doing, you know, that makes sense. But ultimately, I got shit to do, and I've got a fucking path to follow now. If you want to follow that path, you join. If you don't, then go somewhere else. And ultimately, femininity is following the path that I want to do and helping me to do that. I got enough opposition from all the other assholes, let alone the actual opponents, trying to stop me. I don't need you doing it as well. So feminine is one of them. I know that I wrote down here. And it's something that should be repeated for everybody who's listening to this. Women will mold themselves around their men. So their personalities and preferences, they're going to go wherever the hell he goes. You made a decent argument against fat chicks. They're fat. There you go. There's your argument. Number 5. She has skills and or can learn. Now, I prefer a woman that has skills beforehand. I don't want some helpless chick around. Again, they both have skills. They both had knowledge. They had things that they brought to the table, which is what I'm saying. Not only that, they were willing to learn. Whether it was how to make a fire, how to pitch a tent, how to at least help with any of the things that I was doing, or do other things while I was doing things in the background, they actually were of use. They weren't just some ditzes. They weren't just fuck toys. They actually were people, and I could actually deal with them. I could actually work with them. 6, her personality / sense of humor. Sense of humor is kind of important to me. Both of my exes and a lot of the other ones, they had their own sense of humor, and I enjoyed it. They had their personalities. Now, again, we're going to mold themselves around you, so it's going to start. How do I put this? Their personality is going to start mirroring yours, but they'll still have their own. And so long as theirs is enjoyable, that's good. I appreciate women that can be their own thing. Because they were their own thing before I got to them. And I enjoy that. Number 7, can't be self-sufficient. I got to go on a trip. I had to go out of country, and Hot Russian X had to do her own thing here. She didn't rely on me for, she didn't rely on me to be there the entire time. I was gone for a week. She made it work. Now, how she made it work, maybe that's in question, but you know what? Sometimes those things happen. A woman that can amuse herself, that can keep herself entertained and keep herself employed and all that stuff, that's just how I see anybody in my team. And that's going to be important especially in the person that's close to you. If you have to leave, so you have to go somewhere for an extended amount of time. She has her own things going on. Let alone if you fuckers are in the firefight and you have to have her cover your 6. I'd rather have a woman that will be able to cover my 6 than one that couldn't. Hey, has her own hobbies. Look, just to be honest, and this applies to everybody, not just Rage on here who says fat chicks matter, all eyes matter. Yeah, okay, sure. You fuck the fat chicks, I'll get the good ones. Truth is, I'm not gonna want to be around her all the time, and she's not gonna want to be around me all the time. She actually will want to be around me all the time, but I'll have other things to do. And so, what is she going to do when I'm not there? How Russian Night, she liked graphic design. That's what she does now. Bowl of Chaos, she did a lot of the nutrition stuff, and she still works on that now. I think she does. Actually, I don't think she does. I think she gave it up. Point is, they had other things to do outside of me. Now, when we were together, then I was the center of focus, but I'm not going to be there all the time. So I want to have something else to do. And that's a good thing. That means she's given her agency up to me. Already been there, asked me how I know. Doesn't mean she stops being a person. And so she has her own things going on. And so while I'm out doing other things and I can't attend to her, especially to keep her from, I don't know, going to fuck somebody else, she has other pursuits going on. She has other projects going on. Those are things that, okay, you got that going on. And maybe even I could take interest in it. Maybe it's not even something that is in my field. Talk about A-Dub for a minute. She's some Wiccan priestess. She's always talking about that. I have no real interest in the Wiccan side of things. I really don't. because I'm a realist. I don't care. It's just not a religion. But you know what? Let her follow that shit. Let her light her candles. Let her do her rituals. She can do that for herself. And she can do that while she's on her own. When I'm there, she's going to be doing something totally different, and that's going to be mostly me. But while I'm not there, she at least has that to fall back on. She can do other things. She has other things going on to occupy her time. And I was 8 of them. Number 9, I was going to just go ahead and pick one of the ones that Alpha Riviano had here. Hang on. His list, the Ideal Girl Thin, which, hey, you want the first chick that's in the thumbnail, you go right ahead. Pretty Smile, that's all 3. Long dark hair, again, that's all 3. Maybe Dare Taylor a little bit less so because she doesn't have as much hair. Which I'm fine with. She has enough hair that I'm okay with. Tight, clean pussy, that's, well, depends on how it's taken care of, to be honest. Ask me how I know. Kind and obedient. That goes back to feminine. Yeah, feminine one, they're going to do things to complement your life. They're not going to be masculine. They're not going to compete with you. So they're going to be kind of obedient. That's kind of built in. If they're feminine, they're not going to do that. 6, loves to cook and clean. Also part of being feminine. Don't want to do those anyways. 7, doesn't talk too much. Depends. Most of them, women that I've ended up in a long-term relationship with, fine, they can talk a lot, but ultimately they default to me. And by the way, I mean, I like women who like to talk. I like to talk. And so I want someone that I can talk with. I want somebody I can debate with. Ultimately, they'll default to me, but you know what? At least they provide opposition that, you know, if it is even that, they'll fall right in line. If, you know, when push comes to shove, they'll fall right in line. Ask me how I know. 8, soft, pretty feet. That's High Russian X. Now that I think about it, I still remember she had to go to some sort of beauty expert or something. She had like real kind of hard like feet, and I was fine with it. To be honest, I was fine with it. Look, she's on her feet all day. I understand. No big deal to me. To be completely honest. And it didn't bother me at all. She had, she had hard spots on her feet, basically. And I remember because I massaged them. No big deal. As far as I go. But I understand where he's coming from. That's assuming she has enough money to actually go to a salon and go have that shit shaved off. which Hot Russian X actually did at some point. Number 9, there were 2 of those cereals. No tattoos and big tits. Now, if I had to pick a number 9, which I already talked about, no body modifications, no tattoos, easily. Hot Russian X didn't have the biggest tits. I think she had the best tits out of any of the women that I dated. But this is something that you're born with. You don't control that. Bullet Chaos did not have tits. She sort of had them. At best, she was like a really high A cup. But that's not something you can do anything about. My approach is, what can you do about what you're dealing with? And that's where I came up with this list from. So I guess if I had to pick one, no tattoos, I guess. Because tattoos is something that you do to yourself, or you at least have somebody do to you. And again, I hate to be an absolutist, but I don't care. Somebody with tattoos, they're doing it for a reason. Maybe it is a good reason, but the result is the same nonetheless. I would rather have a chick that doesn't have tattoos than one that does. All things considered. And that's one reason I'll place. Now I have to. If I had to pick one chick that I would wife up or, be in a long-term relationship with, it would be Dare Taylor. She narrowly edges out Peanut. I love Peanut and what she does. But all the things that she does, a lot of things that she does is body modification. She doesn't look, she almost doesn't look real anymore. I mean, think about it. Let's say all the things that make Peanut Physique look the way she does goes away. All things that makes Dare Taylor go away. All things that make Bianca go away. At the end of the day, Bianca, she's still going to look the way she does. She's still going to be skinny as shit, but she's still going to have her assets, her tits and her ass and all that stuff. But she's still going to be skinny. She's still going to be number 3. And that's just me picking what I think were the best examples. Peanut, she no longer has the, what do you call it? The, what do you call it? She can't dye her skin anymore. She can't get the skin color that she has anymore. And she's showing it off. She's showing it in her bikini line. By the way, imagine going down on her, like, okay, she's even darker than I am. But then you go down on her and it's like, holy shit, there's this pale white chick vagina that's there. That's kind of different. I mean, I guess there's a novelty to that. I don't know. But it's there. But then she doesn't have the ability to get herself tanned anymore. And so she loses her skin color, basically. I don't know about you. That's kind of important. If that disappears, then Peanut, she kind of, well, she quite literally changes colors because she doesn't have that available anymore. That's not including her tattoos. That's not including her lip injections. By the way, that's one thing I found about. I actually saw the difference between her and with the lip injections and without. Don't get me wrong. They do make her a little bit sexier with the lip injections. But again, that's something that's added. Now Dare Taylor, she's working with pretty much just what she was born with, and she's working to at least maintain it. She's not doing anything she's not doing anything crazy. She's not in the gym 20 hours a week to work on this. This is one thing I think Bull Rush actually does have right. And me and him, we may have our disagreements and all that stuff. I love chicks that lift. Don't get me wrong. And that's one reason I love Peanut Physique. She lifts and it shows. Dare Taylor, she does some cardio and that's about it. But she still has the definition. She shows that she actually works for what she has. And she's born with it. She's born with it and she works to maintain it. And so if I had to pick one, it was always a close race. But if I had to pick one, it'd be Dare Taylor. Hell, if for nothing else, that Peanut hasn't been in the gym for hours a day, aside from all the other shit that she does. She's a nurse, by the way, which, as a real job, it's not the greatest. It's not the most worthwhile job, but it is a job nonetheless. Trust me, I know, because I fucked with nurses. They have to do some serious fucking schedules. We're talking 12 hours or so. And then she's doing this, and she's putting out products and all this stuff. If I had to pick one, I'd pick Dare Taylor. You know what? She does acting. That doesn't take all that long. She does maybe some OnlyFans. That doesn't take all that long. Raja says you forgot no dyed hair color. I don't. Depends. Some girls I would fuck with. Other ones I would not. That's really on a case-by-case basis. All these girls, they don't dye their hair, actually. I think Peanut Physique, she actually is the one that has the longest hair out of all of them. She's also 24, by the way. Which, I think the other ones, now that I think about it, they're probably about the same age. I don't know exactly how old Dare is. She's about 24. She's about 23, I think. Same for the other one. But if I had to pick one, just for my taste, keep in mind, I love the women that lift. I love the women that they got that bottom end really fucking built up. But keep in mind, and as Bull Rush said, that also takes a lot of work. So how available are they going to be to you? High-end occupations will be a red flag just saying, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Being a nurse, especially these days, how available is she going to be to you? So, yeah. No, you're not wrong. Trust me, much as I love Pina Physique, dude, like my thing with it, and this is the point I wanted to make. She starts getting a little cartoonish. She starts to get a little bit into the uncanny valley, where I'm looking at pictures of her. I'm looking at videos of her, and I'm looking at her in real life or whatever. And she starts to not look real. And it's not because of her herself, but it's because of all the things she has done to her. She has the tit job. By the way, you can tell someone that's had a tit job if they had no tits. You can tell that. You can definitely tell that with her. You can tell they had some other Botox or other surgeries. And that shit is made up. That's not natural. Maybe it's just me, but I prefer natural. Dara Taylor has not had to do any of that. And she's just who she is. Peanut has. Now she's worked out for the last 2 or 3 years. And I've seen the progress there. I've seen what she's done. That I do appreciate. By the way, my friend, my buddy, I think she actually said, what was it? Because she always has a problem with anything that I actually praise here. Maybe she had a butt job done. Kind of hard to fake that. I think she actually worked for her ass. But, who knows? She may have actually done that too. Just looking at the other things that she's done. I don't know. And therein is the question. Hectic work hours. She'll put her career over you. Might travel. She does travel, yes. And you're right about that. I'm talking about looks specifically, Ray John. And what they will belie, which you're not wrong at pointing out, by the way. By the way, she does model and all this other shit too. No, I looked at that too. You know what? Do I want to deal with that? Even there, she does what? 4 or 5 hours of work a day? Maybe. And I don't know about you. If I want a significant other again that I want to be around, I actually want to be around them. I don't want them working all this other shit. And so I may spend, 30 minutes around them a night? Sure, that's what other guys will look at. Because at 30 minutes a night, there's like 5 minutes of talking and 25 minutes of fucking. And then you send them off. I don't want that. I'll be honest. I want someone I can actually be with. If you're going to have a significant other, you want them to be actually significant in your fucking life. And that's what I don't see there. Now, hopefully, her partner, talking about Peanut here, hopefully he's okay with whatever he's getting. Well, at least for now. But I have to pick, what's her name? Dare. She's honest with what she does. By the way, she does do modeling. That's why I know what her vagina looks like. And her asshole. And her tits. I know exactly what they look like. But she's at least honest about it. But she doesn't spend all her time doing it. Not only that, but not all the extra that you would need to build up all that in the first place. Again, this is why I say maybe Bull Rush is right. Building up all of that, that's a real undertaking. And you have to maintain that. You don't have to maintain it all that much, depending on who you listen to. I don't think she listens to Baye.com. BAYE.com. Based on what she's selling, I don't think she listens to them. Just saying. But again, my point was she started to look cartoonish. She's starting to look unreal from what she's doing. And I hate to say it, that's a little bit of a turnoff. I want women that are real. I want women that are, I see them in real life, and they don't have fucking speech bubbles when they talk, basically. And that's where Peanut is going. She's going into the unreal. The other ones aren't. So hopefully that makes sense. Speaking of making sense, I'm gonna fuck off and go eat some stuff and go to sleep. Thank you very much for listening to this. Marie just says a lot of MGTOW say Southeast Asia. Depends on the parts of Southeast Asia. I like the darker meat territories, like your Vietnams, your Philippines, all that stuff. Maybe in South Korea. I don't like, I don't know. I think Japan actually might not be that bad, but those are the mainstream places. It's the ones that you don't hear about that are the best places. There are Malaysia. That's one of them. Have you ever heard of Malaysia? That's one of the places that people don't think of. Definitely dark meat area, which I'm fine with. Also, has the same benefits that I would normally talk about. All right. Thank you very much for taking time to listen to this. I'm out of here. Until next time. Stay ready, keep it tactical, and above all else, be chaos, my friends.